Saints. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from the Superdome. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's...
pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Winston. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Jameis to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 33-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Harris running straight ahead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. He finds Austin complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Steelers.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Quarter with no score.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Off play action. Pickett rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's another carry for Harris. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Pickett to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 30-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw, Winston. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room. First and 10, here's Pickett. Completes it to Austin. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Saints, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone.
Steven Sims on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first and 10, it's Pickett. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Pickett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Pickett. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Ready.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Winston now from the 50. There's Chris Olave. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
4th down, Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. it and get it. Probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, here's Pickett. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
That's caught. It's Austin left side. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
1st down, Steelers.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Austin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Pickett. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Watch this. 368!
On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara.
Dalton's pass complete to Alvin Kamara. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he goes out right around the 39.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Two by two. Move. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Nice. Take out 368.
Another chance for Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
368.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fight it.
1st and 10 for Dalton. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
To Jarvis Landry.
Go, 10.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 42-yard line.
Now Dalton. Olave over the middle. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Gain of 14 yards. That's good.
Here's Dalton.
Another Saints.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Dalton. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
6 yards to go.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down. And he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On third down, here's Harris. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll send Austin in motion right. Here's Pickett. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in